Hey, what's up everyone? John here from TestPrepInsight.com, and today I'm going to be comparing the language apps and courses from Pimsleur and Mango. You can see the agenda for the video right here on screen, and hopefully by the end you'll have a pretty good idea of which app is the best fit for you to learn a new language. And by the way, if you want some more information about either of these apps at any point, we have tons of helpful reviews and comparisons over on our website. An easy way to get there is just to Google Test Prep Insight, Mango vs Pimsleur. It's a quick way to get more info. Alright, so let's start with pricing since that's always a major decision factor. First, starting with Pimsleur. They offer two different subscription options. A premium plan which costs $20 per month and includes access to one language, or for $1 more per month, you can upgrade to the Pimsleur All Access plan, which includes access to the 50+ languages that Pimsleur covers. Similarly, Mango offers two different subscription plans as well. They offer a single language plan which costs around $8 per month, or an all languages plan that costs around $18 per month, which includes access to the 70+ languages that Mango covers. So in terms of pricing, if you're simply looking to learn one language, Mango is clearly the more affordable option by around $12 per month. But if you want access to multiple languages, pricing between the two companies becomes much closer. I should mention though that both companies often run sales and special promotions, so make sure to keep an eye out for those as well. I'll drop any current discounts and coupon codes that I can find down in the description for you. That way you can hopefully save a few bucks if you decide to go with one of these two companies for learning your new language. Okay, so now that we've covered pricing, let's quickly compare what the lessons from both companies are like. And let's start with Mango. Their lessons are quite a bit shorter in length than Pimsleur's. Each one only takes around 5 to 15 minutes to complete. An English-speaking moderator will guide you through the lesson where you learn a handful of new words and phrases. And during this lesson, there are 3 main exercises or drill types that you'll complete. Learn, speaking quiz, and critical thinking. Those are the 3 types. And every so often, Mango also tosses in a quick grammar, culture tidbit as well. But really, there are no videos, mock conversations, flashcards, or anything like that, which other apps typically offer. Now, Pimsleur lessons on the other hand are much more centered around long-form conversational practice. So to start each lesson, you complete a 30-minute audio exercise in which an English-speaking host walks you through a conversation in your target language step by step. You'll listen to a few sentences in your target language, the host will then stop to explain the situation and context to you, and then ask you questions and have you participate in the conversation as well. So essentially, you can think of this exercise as a guided conversation. And then following each audio lesson, you review what you just learned through a variety of drills and exercises, including digital flashcards, quizzes, and speed games. And I know I covered that pretty quickly, so if you do want to take a deeper dive or see examples of the lessons or drills from either company, make sure to check out our full detailed written comparison. I'll have it linked down below in the description. I have screenshots and examples over there so you can get a better feel for how each program works. Okay, so with pricing and lesson format checked off our list, let's cover the main advantages of using Pimsleur over Mango and vice versa. And let's start with Pimsleur. Advantage number 1 is that their lessons are more effective than Mango's for developing your verbal and conversational abilities. So instead of the lessons simply revolving around new words and phrases like you get with Mango, the Pimsleur lessons are much more thorough. Their interactive lessons prompt you to respond to fluent speakers using words, phrases, and sentences within the framework of an actual conversation. You're actively involved in tracking the conversation since you need to understand the situation and respond at times when the host directs you to. In my opinion, this type of dynamic participation is really effective for getting you to recall and use the target language under pressure, just like you would in real-life situations. That's the important point here. You're getting simulated real-world experience with Pimsleur, which in my opinion is about the best practice for truly learning a new language. Alright, next up, advantage number 2, and this sort of piggybacks on my last point, is that because Pimsleur's lessons place a greater emphasis on conversational practice, I think Pimsleur is more ideal than Mango for people who want to quickly achieve an intermediate level of fluency so they can begin holding conversations in their target language. So whether you have a big trip right around the corner, or you want to be able to converse with locals, or you just want to impress your in-laws, or maybe you have a new job that requires that you speak enough of the target language to interact with clients, vendors, and coworkers, then in these cases, I think Pimsleur is the way to go. Alright, so advantage number 3 is that because the first half of the Pimsleur lessons are audio-based, I think it's great that you can complete them while you're on the go. Whether you're doing yard work, washing dishes, or running on the treadmill, whatever. It's just nice that your eyes don't have to be fixated on a screen at all times, which when you're learning something like a new language can be a major benefit in my opinion. Sometimes it's just nice to get a change of scenery and break up the monotony, and Pimsleur's lessons do a really nice job of allowing for that. Their mobile app even comes with a special driving mode so you can learn and complete lessons during your daily commute to work or on a long road trip. So overall, I gotta hand it to Pimsleur for the flexibility that their lessons provide. Okay, last up here is that with the basic Pimsleur subscription, the company actually allows you to share your account with up to 3 family members or friends. And the nice thing is that progress is tracked separately for each sub-user. Whereas with Mango, this option is not available unless you spend up for their all-language subscription. So if you're going abroad with friends or wanting to learn a new language with someone in your family, then Pimsleur makes it pretty easy and convenient. Plus, not to mention the potential savings of splitting the cost. Alright, so that's Pimsleur. Now let's turn the tables and cover the major advantages in favor of Mango. But before I get to that, I do just want to mention that every single month here at Test Prep Insight, we actually give away a free language learning course to one lucky person. It's super simple to enter. Everyone out there is eligible. I'll put all the details down below in the description on how to enter, but just know it takes like 10 seconds and hey, you never know. You could win a totally free course from Pimsleur or Mango. Okay, so the first advantage in favor of Mango is their voice analysis tool. Now, to be clear here, Pimsleur recently introduced their own speech recognition technology, which is something that their program lacked for a long time, but Mango's tool is a little different. So with Mango, when you record yourself repeating a word or phrase, their tech not only provides feedback on your pronunciation, but it also includes a visual readout of your tone and inflection. That way you can then compare the readout against the fluent speaker example to compare how you said it versus the native speaker, which I think is pretty useful and unique. That way you can visually see the tweaks that you need to make to your tone and cadence to sound more like a true local. Alright, so advantage number 2 is that Mango does a really good job of defining the differences between literal and understood phrases. The truth is that when you're learning a new language, the phrases and sayings that you're introduced to don't always translate between languages word for word. A lot of times there's usually a similar phrase or way of communicating your message that isn't a direct word for word translation. And what's nice about Mango is that to help you learn these subtle but important differences, the company offers a useful toggle feature where you can alternate back and forth between seeing the common everyday understanding of the phrase or the literal word-for-word transcription, which to me personally was super helpful. Okay, advantage number 3 is something that at first might appear insignificant, but I really like how Mango uses color coding to highlight patterns within sentences. With most language apps, you're introduced to a grammar rule and then asked to decode and interpret the rule within the context of example sentences with no real assistance or help, which can be pretty ineffective and frustrating. But with how Mango uses various colors to highlight different fragments, it really helps you to quickly get a feel for what sounds and looks correct. Essentially, Mango helps train you to look for patterns as opposed to memorizing rules. And last up here, advantage number 4, and this is most likely a non-factor for most people out there since Pimsleur does offer courses for over 50 different languages, but technically Mango does beat them in this regard. Not only does Mango cover up to 70 different languages, but they also have specialty courses as well, like our Go French, Oktoberfest German, and Spanish Medical. So if you're looking to learn a lesser known language or you want to build up a specific niche within your target language, then Mango might be a good fit for you. And that about does it for the detail in this comparison. So let's get down to the final verdict. Should you choose Mango or Pimsleur to learn a new language? Well, after using and testing out each program, I think Pimsleur is the way to go. Mango certainly offers a few features which makes their language programs attractive, but at the end of the day, I just think Pimsleur is the more effective program for helping you achieve an intermediate level of fluency. Their curriculum and learning framework is just a little bit more advanced than Mango's. I just really appreciate that Pimsleur makes simulated guided conversations a big focal point within their lessons. Anyway, that's all I have for you. I hope this video was helpful and you learned a little something about both Pimsleur and Mango. If so, make sure to return the favor by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and dropping us a quick comment below. That would be really appreciated. And again, if you want to see that full detailed written comparison that I mentioned earlier in this video, just hop on over to our website, testprepinsight.com, or check out the rest of the videos on our YouTube channel. We got a bunch of great content out there. But as always, thanks for watching, best of luck, and I'll see you in the next one.